Hey guys, it's Wednesdays with Chase, obviously, Canadian Chase, since everybody's starting to regularly post again, which I'm very happy to see. So this week's topic is the difference between sexuality and gender. So what I'm going to do in this video is not tell you the difference, because it's Wednesday, which means that there's already 2 videos before me that explain it for you. Instead, what I'm going to do is put a little spin on it, okay, and talk about the difference between transgender and transsexual and how they are related into today's society. Now you might be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll explain myself. Okay, so basically, me and my roommates were having a conversation, and I was like, I don't know what to talk about, so here it is. So we talked about transgender and transsexual and how they're related, and how everybody just says that transgender is an umbrella term and everything goes underneath that, queer, etc. Okay? And then there's transsexual, where it's like, you know, surgery, transition, well, even though transgender, transition, whatever, transsexual. But here's the thing, transsexual is also an umbrella term that nobody talks about. There's not just one type of transition. There is so many transition. I'm sure everybody, so many transition? I make no sense. There are so many different transitions going on. Take example with this group of people on this channel. Hello, we be everywhere. Okay, so my point here, on the spectrum of transsexual, okay, there's a little umbrella over it. Okay, transsexual umbrella. Because some people choose to have surgery, but some people do identify as transsexual. If you're in a different place in the world, you might identify as transsexual, but you're transgender and you don't want surgery. Maybe I identify as transsexual, but I don't want surgery. You know? Like, it just needs to stop labeling it so exact, because then everything is transgender, but then there's transsexual. It doesn't make sense. Also, here is an interesting fact. In French, the word for transsexual is transsexuel. The word for transgender is, I find, is not a very appropriate word, because there is a word for it, it's transgère or something, which does not make any sense to me, of course, because it's a different way of saying it, but nobody knows what it means. I find that in French, if you're going to talk to somebody in French, like I'm in Quebec, obviously I live in Montreal, if I'm going to talk to somebody at work who's at French, and I tell them, oh, I'm transgender, they'll be like, oh, transsexuel. No. There is a difference, but in French, there isn't. So again, umbrella, but not umbrella. Where's the umbrella? Also, I would really like to mention the fact that because that we are trans, and our sexuality and gender fluctuates a lot during our transition, before and after transition, I find, personally, for me, not for everybody up in here. I'll give you a little example. Before coming out as trans, I was a lesbian. When I came out as trans, I was a straight guy. When I started T, I was like, I'm a lesbian trans guy. And now I relate more into the, I'm not really going to identify myself into what I am right now, but I love women and I don't mind men. So you see, my sexuality and my sexual orientation changed, and my identity of myself changes. Okay, so where do we put that under? What umbrella does that fall under? Does that go transsexual because I've changed so much and because I've started testosterone and now I've all changed my views? Nothing makes sense anymore. Okay, so I literally feel like I was talking for 5 minutes and this video makes no sense. I literally don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about umbrellas and shit. Like, is it raining outside? Oh, it's actually raining. So since it's raining, I guess this is an appropriate topic to talk about umbrellas. Why am I flicking my pills at you? Bronchitis! Yes, I have bronchitis. That's why I was coughing so much in my last video. I have a pump. It's purple. So I just wasted like 2 squirts, but whatever. There's a little counter in the back. I'm at 106. I'm okay. You like that face I do when I'm like, it's fucking ugly. Who am I? Also, I keep hitting my foot every time I move my chair, which is very uncomfortable because I have a boo-boo on my foot. My toe hurts. Okay, I'll stop moving around because I know that it's pissing you off, whoever's watching this. But you love me. Anyways, so, also, I would really like to thank, on my personal channel, I will do a video, but somebody on YouTube sent me all these sexy-ass plugs, and I'm, like, dying. I'm, like, coming all over the place. Look at this. I got, like, 1 million. Oh, yes. So, yes, I just wanted to say thank you to the person who sent me that. Alright, well, let me just throw in some Canadian money in there. A $20 bill with the Queen. Oh yeah. I don't know, I felt like I should put some Canadian because I'm the only effing Canadian left on this channel. Anyways, so I'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully my video wasn't too long and boring. And it made absolutely no sense with the umbrella. I really tried, but in my head it makes sense. But maybe it makes sense to you. Tell me what you think. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week.